Another season of EA Sports college football kicking off here in Week 0. It's the Baylor Bears and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you enter Doak Campbell Stadium, you have to walk past the statue of Bobby Bowden first. This is sacred territory in college football. The fans know it. When they get chanting and the horse gets running, you know this is one of the most special places in all of college football. Can't wait to see how the Seminoles bounce back this season here at the Doak. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. So the Florida State Seminoles kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. Out of the end zone. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Trying to quiet this crowd, DJ Lagway. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. And the Bears in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, we knew this offense came into this one.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. The defense was sure tackling to stop him a few yards short.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Throws for the tight end. Makes a catch. And he will score. Touchdown Seminoles. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
The Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll go with a direct snap. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
From the gun on third down, Lagway makes the grab. There he goes. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. The Bears moving quickly to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
So now it's second and long. The run inside. It's Morris. There's some room. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. He's now up to 71 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. And the Bears trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Lagway wants to throw. The screen, he's got wheels. Touchdown, Bears. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And this offense shows you why they are really hard to stop. The long, explosive run. You think everybody's thinking run, pile in the box. The play-action pass. They can beat you with the run. They can beat you with the pass. This is a tough offense to stop.
Extra point here will tie the game. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Couldn't find much room on the return, but what a costly miscue, and they've got it at the 26-yard line. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Lagway to pass. Looking down the middle. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And that's exactly the response you want now from your defense. Your offense just turns the football over, puts you in a really bad spot. Great job being ready on first down. Playing the pass, now forcing a second down. You want to force the field goal here. Obviously the bad field position, but the defense responds on first down.
To throw, it's Lagway. This time he's got it. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. On first down from the 13-yard line. Defense looks like they're coming. They give it to the freshman, first carry of his career. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Lagway. Fires quickly. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Bears want to crank the tempo. Third down from the gun, DJ Lagway. Pulls it in. He stopped short, and it's fourth down.
Well, they weren't throwing to the sticks on that third down. They hit the drag route, and they get a nice gain, but that now sets up fourth down with more yards to go, and it's decision time. I think moving forward on third downs, you got to start thinking about routes down the field.
And this one is perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Daniels. It's complete to the right. That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. And just saw one there on the crossing route.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The transfer has it his first carry. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw.
Snags it, and he's open. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
One of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Motion from the wideout. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Here's the pressure. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The Seminoles have it in scoring position on first and goal. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Let's it fly. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles! Makes the grab in the corner.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this streak.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this one.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Quick release by the QB. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not very much.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Makes a deep grab. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And I would argue that's one of the most difficult things to play as a defense is those second plays when they start to get outside the pocket. He does a great job buying time. And that, what does he do when he rolls out? It gets his receiver.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
That was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Hauls it in. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Now here's Lagway. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Bears have this offense rolling. Running inside. It's Morris. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
That is just a perfect example of not deciding. The snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw. He had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability.
There's a crick. Got enough space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Baylor.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to pass. It's Daniels. Release to the back. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. Trying to run, it's Morris. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Quarterback keep. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. FSU calling its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. This throwing, Lagway. Got his man out of the backfield. Touchdown, Baylor! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Moves around to clear up the vision. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. It looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. He might want another play. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Across the 45. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Stands in and takes the hit. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with the USC Trojans taking on the San Jose State Spartans. And it's USC trying to win the home opener. They've got the lead midway through the first half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They've played really well in this first half.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Upstairs, he's got it. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Seminoles peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the middle. He's got the tight end. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Touchdown, Florida State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to add another. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the 3rd quarter, they'll try to answer here. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Flagway wants to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Flagway trying to be heard about the noise. Right on the money. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. 3rd down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit, because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that 1st down.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's Lagway to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
He's got it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. The Bears are moving quickly down the field. Now on the move. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Third quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Lagway grabs it in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Bears are in the hurry-up. Lagway will try to get it from the gun on 3rd down. They're working that left side. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The end of the period. Baylor is on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Lagway to throw for it on 4th. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
What a big stop for this defense. In the second half, around midfield, you can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big 4th down stop.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And after that gargantuan 4th down stop, now a chance to put together a game-winning drive here. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. A run for the quarterback. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
And sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that.
1st down here in what has been a highly entertaining Week 0 game. What a welcome to college football for this season. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Takes the easy completion, and they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Making side adjustments here. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He'll pull it down and run. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the 1st down on 3rd down.
He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
To the air on 2nd down. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Florida State! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not... space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. And now, after being stymied for this entire 2nd half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Throwing, Lagway. Escapes the pressure going right. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
When the quarterback gets outside the pocket as a defender, now I'm thinking about the field's cut in half. You don't worry about the other side of the field. It's hard to throw back across your body to the other side. So now the rules are I'm starting to creep now to the direction of the field where he goes. Great job by the defense understanding that.
Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Going downfield for the big play. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Wants to throw. Makes the grab. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
To the air, it's Lagway. Looking long. Caught outside the numbers.
What a play call in a 2-minute situation. They find the shot opportunity, and they take advantage of it, flipping the field. They've now put themselves in a chance to come back and win this thing.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Here's a heat. Gets away. And he'll just get rid of that one. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. DJ gonna fire again. Into the end zone. Touchdown Bears. They move on top here in the 4th. The Bears have the answer.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. To the air, it's Daniels. Outside the pocket, lets it go. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And that's a great throw by this young man. Listen, he's had an up and down day, actually probably a little bit more down than up, but this is the big moment. This is where his team needs him to come through. Great start. Let's see if he can put this together, trailing late in this.
Going long. He's got it inside the 25. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And sometimes offenses, man, they get caught up with numbers and they need to do so many runs, so many passes. I like when you just trust your quarterback. Like back-to-back explosive passing plays. Let him do his thing. Let him drop back, read the defense, dissect it, and make big plays.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown Seminoles! And the
execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. See what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Here's Lagway to pass. Quick strike complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back to pass. It's Lagway. Rushes on him. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
It's the 4th quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need to score badly. We got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down.
Man, you talk about all the excitement, emotion. You're about to go take the lead in this ball game, and then you fumble and turn the football over. Now you need help. Now I need my defense to go out and somehow get me this football back after squandering that opportunity.
Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. Under a minute to go. Just take a knee here and avoid the potential for disaster.
And we've seen it, Reese, very recently in schools that might be in the Sunshine State that decided to run the football and run plays, and it's come back to bite him. So there's nothing wrong, Jesse, with being conservative, taking a knee, taking the victory.
I think Miami and Georgia Tech are heeding your advice.
Could be an alley. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the 4th quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
Off play action on 1st down. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football in the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Might be calling a hot route. Now they'll run it to the right here. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.